chapter, the 10th verse. Who are we? Mashiach. We don't belong to no man, we belong to Mashiach. I mean, ain't no man gonna save us. 1 Corinthians 1 and 10. A lot of men have fell out of this truth because the men that they believed in and not having faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, going to the Most High on our behalf, they left the truth, so they left it. So it was just about that man. 1 Corinthians 1 and 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, in the name of the anointed Savior, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you, but that you be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. This is what we're supposed to do. Speak the same thing, and don't allow divisions be among us. When you see somebody calling division among you, oh, that's not right. Or you sinning. You're not operating in the spirit of the Most High. So it said that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment, according to thus said the Most High. His word, to his word. For it has been declared unto me of you, my brethren, talking to Israel, by them which are of the house of Koli, that there are contentions among you. Contentions among you. People not getting along. Now this I'll say, that every one of you saith, I am of Paul. See, I'm of this church. I belong to this church. And I am Apollos. I'm over here with them. I'm with this man. See, that's a man. Where's that man at? He's in charge. He's a leader. Well, I'm over here with this brother, highlighting this brother. And I of Cephas, I'm over here with them. Could be another camp. Camps have leaders. So I'm with this group. I'm with that group. I'm with this group. I'm with this camp. I'm with that camp. I'm with this church. I'm with this church. I'm with this brother. I'm with that brother. That's what people ask you. Who you with? First thing, who you with? They want to know who you with. A lot of you been asked that. I don't be asking, but a lot of y'all probably be asked that. Who you with? Who you under? Who you learning under or whatever? Same thing. What's the difference? This is what he's saying. To my brethren, Israelites, my fellow brethren, he said, by them which are of the house of Koli, that there are contentions among you. Contentions. Now this I say, that every one of you said, I am of Paul, and I of Apollos, and I of Cephas, and I of Mashiach. That's what I'm telling you. With Mashiach. Is Mashiach divided? Is Mashiach divided? Is he just going to take this one group of brothers and a few sisters and children of this one camp? When he say he's going to gather us from the four corners of the earth? Come on, talk to me now. Is that where it's going to be? He just going to take one little bitty sanctuary? It ain't big enough to hold 1,000 people? 500 people? Come on now. You mean to tell me, is Mashiach Yahushua divided? Was Paul crucified for you? Or was your leader crucified for you? Who you believe in outside from the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua, you lifted them up? Or were you baptized in the name of Paul? Were you baptized in the name of your leader, who's elevated himself above the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua? What Paul said. He said, I thank the Most High that I baptized none of you. You know what he was saying beyond that. He said, I thank the Most High I baptized none of y'all, but Cephas and Cephas, lest any should say that I have baptized in mine own name. See? And I baptized also the household of Stephanus. Besides, I know not whether I baptize any other. For Mashiach Yahushua sent me not to baptize, but to preach the gospel, not with wisdom of words, lest the cross of Mashiach Yahushua should be made of none effect. See? So he let you know. It ain't about that. That's why I look at Isaiah 11:11. How you gonna say that you the only one who had the truth? Look, Isaiah 11:11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua, shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant, which is 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel, of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, all these different lands, and from Shinar. So y'all been to all these different lands? Y'all got brothers, y'all got camps all in these different lands? Because y'all only ones got the truth. Y'all only ones that if you ain't with them, you ain't going to the kingdom. You ain't gonna see everlasting life. This is a remnant, the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel that he's getting from these lands, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. So y'all got them all covered, right? In the four corners of the earth. That's why so much division and offenses, because people trying to beat somebody in hell. Better understand this, people. We scattered among all these nations. That's why when you go to Acts, the 2nd chapter, the 9th verse, we read verse 5 first. We coming up on the Feast of Pentecost, Feast of Ingathering, Feast of Harvest, on this glorious first day, the beginning of the first day, the ending of the Sabbath. Acts 2:5, it says, and there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven. Let's see where they came from. Verse 9. So you got brothers and sisters on these, and children all in these different lands. This is where we at. Parthians and Medes and Elamites and the dwellers of Mesopotamia and in Judea and Cappadocia and Pontus and Asia, Pamphylia and Egypt and in parts of Libya, about Cyrene, and strangers of Rome, Jews and proselytes, Cretes and Arabians, all these different lands. Y'all in all those different lands. Because the Most High just said he's going to gather from some of these lands we just named here. That's why you look at 1 Peter 1:1. Come on, y'all, you got to come down. It's a lot of work we have to do, and you're only doing part of it. You're only knowing part of the prophesying part. 1 Peter 1:1. Peter, an apostle of Mashiach Yahushua, to the strangers that he didn't know of, Israelites, scattered throughout Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia. Elect. We know the elect are the children of Israel. So you have churches in all those different places, right? Those people are being raised up by your leader. Talk to me. I'm trying to figure it out, because I hear this all the time. I keep hearing this, you know. If you ain't with us, then you're not gonna make it to the kingdom. We the only ones that you can come through to make it. And I heard that all my life, though. It ain't something that I just heard for Hebrew Israelites. People still saying that in the church. Go to church saying that. These different secular churches, Baptists, and, you know, they say they the ones gonna be there. The Jehovah's Witnesses definitely say they the 144,000. You say, well, what tribes? Give me the tribes in Revelation 7 chapter, first verse down. Who are these tribes? Who are these tribes in verse 7, verse 4 on down? Who are these tribes here? 4 to 8. Who are they? 12,000 from each of the tribes of Israel. Who's Judah? Who's Benjamin? Who's Levi? Who's all these different people? 12,000 men. Who? Just like it is now, silent. So we got to wake up, people. This is a lot of work to do. That's why he said, look at Isaiah 3:12. Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors. and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err. They that lead you cause you to err, and destroy the way of your path, of thy paths. Destroy the way of your paths. Come on. They destroy the way of your path. How? Because spiritually, you're not getting this. St. John 14:6. Mashiach Yahushua said to him, I am the way. I am the path, he's saying. And the leaders cause you to, you erring from the path that you should be following. You erring from the way that you should be following through Mashiach Yahushua, the anointed Savior. As I started, and it's always going to be there. It ain't never going nowhere. We are Mashiach. And Mashiach is the Most High. That's why he says, look what he says. Mashiach Yahushua said unto him, if you believe in him, I am the way. That's the path, people. The leaders cause you to go off the right way. Go off the path. You go some other way. Say, I am the way, the truth, and the truth is the laws. When you read Psalms 119, 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. So he's the way to show us how to follow the truth, which is the law, and the light. That's going to lead to everlasting life. He's the way to show us how to follow the truth, which is the law, to lead to everlasting life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. He said, but if ye had known me, if you know the Mashiach Yahushua, you should have known my Father also. So how much do you know of Mashiach Yahushua? All you that don't know the Most High. So you think you know of Mashiach Yahushua? I'm the church teacher, everybody. Jesus, you know about that. So if you know about that, you say, if you know me, you should know my Father also. And from henceforth, you know him and have seen him. Looking at him. This man that looked, his feet like a fine brass that burned in the furnace. Not only that, he's the word of the Most High. And when you see the Most High do, that's what he does. So you should know him. That's why we gotta really look at this sincerely. Look at Ecclesiastes 13 and 13. The Most High hateth all abomination. That's filthy, wicked acts, sins. And they that fear the Most High love it not. You're not going to love them. That's why you're going to pay attention to it. More things than you ever have in your life. To make sure that you're doing the right thing that will please the Most High. He himself made man from the beginning and left him in the hand of his counsel. If thou wilt to keep the commandments, keep his laws, and to perform acceptable faithfulness, he hath set fire and water before thee. Stretch forth thy hand unto whether thou wilt. Before man is life and death, and whether him like it shall be given him. What you like gonna be given you. You gotta understand this, people. This ain't no easy task. People want it to be easy. This ain't, you want something easy, go to church on the first day. Look at Ecclesiastes, the 6th chapter. It says, the 6th chapter, I'm going to read the 13th verse. Separate thyself from thine enemies. I mean, separate yourself from these. I say avoid them. avoid them, separate yourself from thy enemies, and take heed of thy friends. So you got to take heed of your friends, brothers, in this truth. That's why it's very important. A lot of brothers say they brothers, but they ain't really friends. They ain't really friends, because they never been taught right. King David and Jonathan, that was Saul's son, they had a bond that was beyond the love of a woman, he said. And he wasn't a homosexual. He was a man of war. Mighty warrior. They were warriors. With that unity of the brotherhood they had. And these are examples that we're supposed to go by. Like this mind that Mashiach Yahushua had. He had so much love that he gave his life up for all of us. About that much love. No greater love than a man to give his life up for his friend. But who's a friend? Who's really a friend? People come and go. They pretend like they're your friend, but they're really not. So everybody's suspect? That's not a good feeling. But it said, love thy neighbor as thyself, so you want everybody to be like that with you? Very important. Look at Ecclesiastes 4 and 28. It says, strive for the truth unto death, and the Most High shall fight for thee. You got to strive for this truth unto death, and the Most High going to fight for us. It's very important. This truth is His law. He told us this in Proverbs 16 and 7. It said, when a man's ways please the Most High, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Do you believe that? You gotta believe this, people. You gotta please the Most High by doing what He say do. Following His laws, statutes, and commandments. Following His rules and regulations. You gotta know these things. Ecclesiastes 4 and 25. In no wise speak against the truth, but be abased of the error of thine ignorance. You gotta be aware of your ignorance, not knowing. Because there's a price to pay, people. Well, I get the Proverbs, first chapter. Say, be aware of your ignorance. Proverbs, the first chapter. And 22. No, let me go here first. Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge, but Fools despise wisdom and instruction. Fools despise